Hello everyone, welcome to the Bizarre Brony Brothers YouTube channel. My name is B Money. You should all know that by now. However, today we're going to do something a little different here. Today we're actually going to be doing a predictions video. That is right. Me and my brother Orchestral Goalie, we're actually going to be doing a predictions list. However, we can't do this alone, so we brought some friends with us. Joining us today is the following: Green Screen.
Hello, Screenies. Bring it here.
Yep. And next up is Superstar Edge.
Yo, what's up everybody? Superstar Edge here. Glad to be here for this prediction video. And yep.
And finally, Xaldin Wolfgang.
Hello everybody, I'm Xaldin Wolfgang, also known as the Minish 100, known as the Master of All Spellcasters, and it's been so long since I watched WWE, but it's fun to be part of this kind of thing.
And today, what we are going to be doing is we're going to be doing predictions on the upcoming predictions list for WWE's pay-per-view SummerSlam, one of the big granddaddies of WWE's pay-per-views. Now, obviously, this pay-per-view is going to be special because WWE has constantly said it's the you'll never see it coming pay-per-view, which, honestly, like, they're kind of honing it in on us. What do you guys think?
Yeah, they're definitely pushing this really hard. There's going to be something that happens, whether it's a surprise title change, maybe a cash-in, or maybe even a return.
I believe so too.
Yeah, that or maybe just a stupid catchphrase and nothing will ever happen on this pay-per-view.
I think of it more as a ratings trap.
That could be a possibility.
Well, if it's a rating trap or if something big is going to happen, we'll have to figure it out when we see SummerSlam. Now, the card for right now is as following. The first match, MVP versus Apollo Crews for the United States Championship. And with a condition, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin are banned from ringside. Okay, so I honestly think that Apollo's going to keep the title because he hasn't had it for that long. What do you guys think?
Do you want to go first, Springy?
You guys can go first while I think.
Okay. I'm gonna predict. Now, hear me out on this one. I think that MVP is gonna get this because I think this is like the second time they fought each other.
Yeah, I think it's the second or third time that they're going to be going at each other.
I was gonna say because they were supposed to go at each other at, if I'm not misunderstanding, it was Extreme Rules. They were supposed to have a title match. However, Apollo couldn't go there because he had a neck injury from Bobby Lashley, who put the full Nelson on him, and that's when MVP declared himself the United States champion.
Yeah, that was. Then they ended up having another match where Apollo won. So this would be the third supposed to be meeting, and the second one that actually happens.
Yeah, that is true. And the reason why I say Apollo's gonna win is because, like I said, he hasn't had the title for long, and Benjamin and Lashley, they're gonna be banned from ringside. What about you, Superstar? What do you think?
Well, you know what? I actually had to agree with you, B, on this one because, yeah, I mean, Apollo Crews, he literally just won the United States title, so I really do feel like it's very too soon for him to lose it. So I'm gonna say Apollo Crews is gonna win this one.
Okay, that's 2 for Apollo, 1 for MVP. Orchestral, what do you think?
I'm gonna go with Apollo 2 just because there seems to be a giant push that they're giving him. But I can say the amount of time that you have a title doesn't necessarily mean anything. I mean, you can look at my boy Ricochet for that.
Yeah, you got a point there.
And let's not forget that the United States Championship has, like, each title has its own thing, where basically first it goes to the face, and then it loses to a heel, and then the heel loses to a face. It's been like that for quite some time, especially the United States Championship.
That's been the case for every single title, though, because let's be fair, Vince McMahon always likes a good guy versus a bad guy. So
You, Vince.
I know, but anyways, Springy, what do you think? Who do you got your money on? MVP or Apollo Crews?
The thing is that even though that says that Lashley and Benjamin are banned from ringside, like I feel they gotta like find something like around that. I feel. I don't know why.
You know, you got a point there. They could always pull what Bayley did with Asuka when she attacked Kairi Sane in the back when Asuka and Sasha were having the Raw Women's Championship match on Raw that one time.
Yeah.
And since Apollo is friends with like Ricochet, Cedric Alexander, you know them, you got a point there. But are you gonna say MVP?
Nah, I think I'll join the others and say Apollo Crews. I feel.
Okay,
Like,
so okay.
I feel that even if there is like an interruption of like whatever, if it's Lashley, Benjamin, or any other, like I feel that regardless of things, even if there's like no one, I feel Apollo Crews like has to keep it. I feel because like. I mean, to be fair, like, MVP already has been United States champion, like, before, you know, and that, and, I don't know, I mean, but my heart's feeling that I should join the popularity side and stay on the Apollo Crews, but after that, like, I'm not completely sure, but I'll say 80% on Crews, and I'll go on that, so.
Okay, so that's 4 for Apollo, 1 for MVP. Okay, another match. Let's stay on the Raw side of things. The Street Profits defend their Raw Tag Team Championship against Angel Garza and Andrade. Now, this is going to be a little interesting because of the setup for the storyline between these two. If I'm not mistaken, it was Montez that got poisoned by a mystery person. All signs pointed to Zelina Vega. And it was actually true. Now, I don't know if Bianca Belair is going to be in the Street Profits or not. However, I think that the Street Profits are going to retain the title.
They do not have Belair on the poster for this match. It's just the Street Profits.
What about Vega? Is she on the poster?
He is there with Garza and Andrade.
Oh, fuck. Well, I'm still gonna choose the Street Profits because I honestly think that something is coming for them, like something big. Because let's be fair, Garza and Andrade, while they're a good tag team, they honestly, in my personal opinion, don't have the connection that the Street Profits do, and that might go against them.
They're much better as a solo act, both of them.
Exactly. Xaldin, what do you think about this match?
Well, if I'm gonna be honest, I may not know who these guys are. Now, this is for the Raw tag belts, right?
Yes, the Raw Tag Team Championships.
Now, just to be to refresh in my memory, is it the same guys that basically went after the Viking Brothers?
Yep, it was the Street Profits have the catchphrase, "We want the smoke."
And they're going against what's the other team called again?
Angel Garza and Andrade.
Okay, so this is like a tag team name. They're just
Garza and Andrade. Yeah.
So they're just like fairly new, eh?
Well,
Due to
I
the
would say
Raw roster.
I was gonna say fairly new to the tag team scene. They've been on the
Okay.
Andrade was actually the United States champion for a long time.
Okay, there's
God.
gonna be the problem then,
All done.
because WWE is probably not gonna just give a just a brand new tag team that was just created a new tag belts right off the bat, because remember, they're just starting out as tag team partners, of course. So obviously they're not gonna just give these guys the titles.
I mean, I will say they are part of the same like group. Zelina Vega did recruit these guys, so they have known each other for a little bit of time. But this is actually if I'm not mistaken, this is their first title match. Superstar, correct me if I'm wrong.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay,
Yes, it is. It is their first chance at a tag team title.
so Xaldin, you are saying the Street Profits are going to be retaining their titles?
Yes, I'm gonna probably predict that the Street Profits are gonna retain again, just because the fact that these guys are obviously new to the channel, excuse me, new to the tag team and all that.
Division, yeah.
So obviously they're not just gonna like right off the bat just give them these tag belts. Yes, that would be a nice push, but at the same time, if they're just forming this tag team, it probably would make more sense. At least give them more of a build-up than just smacking some tag belts right off the bat, and let Street Profit have their at least have them have their reign for just a little bit longer, just so they can show how much of a good tag team they are. And when the other guys start getting used to being tag team, of course, then have them start facing them again, and have them go against Street Profit one more time, and finally get those tag belts from them.
All right, understandable. Superstar, what do you think?
To be honest, this one's actually kind of tough because like both teams they have a lot of good charisma and stuff like that. But you know what? I'm actually going to say this. I have a gut feeling that I think Andrade and Angel is going to win this, and here's the reason why. Because sometimes WWE, they actually like to push new teams a lot, like right off the bat. And since I think I heard rumors that Vince is actually liking Angel Garza, and I think Andrade too as well. So this is why I feel like they put them together, because since he likes them both, he feels like that maybe they can cooperate to be like a good tag team here and there. So actually okay, go ahead.
No, you first.
Okay, well, basically, I actually think that they might actually win the titles. Like, I feel like they, remember, Selena Vega's there and not Bianca Belair. So I'm starting to think that maybe Selena or somebody else, who knows, could, like, cause some, like, heel tactic to actually, like, win the titles.
Yeah, you got a point there. Also, kind of jumping on to the point you made there, if I'm not mistaken, isn't Andrade engaged to Charlotte?
I believe so. Yes, you're right.
And you know how Vince loves to push Charlotte.
That is true.
God.
Yep.
I actually haven't seen Charlotte in a long time.
Yeah, let's discuss that after we predict. But anyways, Orchestral, what do you think? Who do you think is going to go home with the belts?
I love the Profits. They are one of my favorite tag teams that we currently have in the WWE. With that being said, no Bianca and everything, I hate to say it, but I'm thinking Garza and Andrade are going to walk out with the belts. Especially considering that, let's not forget, they gave the tag team belts to Rollins and Strowman for a short time.
Let's not forget also Strowman and a child at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so basically, it doesn't matter how long they are like a tag team. They could just win the belts like whenever.
Exactly. Springy, what do you think?
Okay.
So far, it's 3 for Garza and Andrade, and 1 for the Street Profits.
Okay. Actually, I have a question.
Yes.
About this whole like poisoning Montez Ford thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Because like, okay, here's the thing. We saw a video of Zelina Vega like being near the cup, correct?
Yes, we did.
But like, I don't think like I've seen Zelina putting something in the cup. Did we?
Not that I'm aware
From
of.
the camera angle, it didn't look like she put it because again, her back was facing the camera and her front was facing the cup itself. Now I did see her arms move towards the cup. I don't know if they actually put something in there. It probably is just a storyline, but you never know.
Yeah, because like, here's the thing, like, just the fact that Bianca Belair is not there is questionable. So, okay, so here's what I'm gonna say.
Go ahead.
Like, I think like they're gonna fight and all. Like everything is normal. Then it's gonna be Okay. So Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Who did Vince say that he liked a lot? Andrade?
Well, mostly Angel, but I think he does like Andrade too as well.
Okay, so mostly Angel. Okay, so here's I think what's gonna happen. I think like towards the end, it's gonna be Montez Ford and Angel, while the other two are like completely like down or something.
Okay.
And Andrade.
No, Montez Ford and Angel.
I'm talking about for being down and out of the match.
Oh,
yeah.
That would be
Oh,
Dawkins
well,
and
yeah.
Andrade.
Okay, yes. And basically like towards the end, like Montez start to like basically like Montez is about to try to do his finisher, but he suddenly feels not so good. Then like Angel takes profit of it, does the wing clapper, pin 1, 2, 3 for the win. So I think Andrade and Angel are gonna win.
Okay,
And,
so that's. Oh, go ahead.
And I might as well like add in something like
Okay.
if what I think is correct, like I don't think it's Selena that poisoned them. I think it's either Angelo Dawkins or Bianca Belair that poisoned Montez Ford. Honestly, I think that's what's gonna happen. Is that like either during the same night or during the next like Monday Night Raw, they gotta reveal that it was not Zelina, but that it was like Bianca Belair or Angelo Dawkins. I feel.
Oh,
So-
I think Bianca and Montez Ford are actually in a relationship in real life.
By
Well-
the way,
well-
go ahead, Spinny.
Well, here's the thing, like, just because that they're a relationship doesn't mean that, like, they can't be booked, like, to have a rivalry, because need to remind you that Rusev and Lana, they were a couple and they kept on, like, breaking said couple.
Oh
So-
yeah, that was such a pain in the
got up.
ass.
Yeah, and that was a pain in the ass for everyone to watch.
Yeah, so I think
You do
Andrade
have
and
a-
Angel.
You
Sorry.
do have a point there, Spinny. Now, I was gonna ask, when the fuck did Bianca and Montez get married? Can anyone explain that?
I have no
Because
idea.
she literally says, "My husband."
Yeah.
You got me on that.
Let's get back onto the predictions list. This match is actually piquing my interest. the son of the legendary luchador Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio, is facing off against Seth Rollins in a street fight.
Oh.
Now this one I am invested in because this actually, and by the way, Ray will be in Dominic's corner. Now this one's actually going to be a little hard for me to predict. However, what I'm going to say is Dominic is going to win this match. Now, he's been really attached to the kendo stick, so I think that's going to get involved. And I also think Ray... Actually, you know what? I'll let you guys predict first, and then I'll say what I think is going to happen. But I'm going to say Dominic Mysterio kicks the shit out of Seth Rollins' ass. Okay, let's go with Orchestral. What do you think?
Okay, this match, honestly, at least this section of the storyline with Seth has gotten old for me. So I'm of some kind, whether that's a submission or just outright beating the hell out of Seth. I'm saying Dominic wins, and this part of Seth's storyline ends as the Monday Night Messiah, and they put him into something else.
Yeah, because in all honesty, this Monday Night Messiah bullshit, fucking, it just got old. It just like the King Corbin thing. It got old fast.
Really quick.
Superstar, what do you think?
Well, I've been thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? I might have to go with Dominic because, well, I mean, it'll probably make the most quite sense because, well, if it'll make sense for him to win the match, but with him like getting revenge of what Seth Rollins did to Rey Mysterio, and well, basically to make him start up his career by saying, hey, I defeated Seth Rollins, and to like make there be make a brand new star here and there.
It's true. All right, Springy, what's your opinion on this?
I mean, it is true that Dominic has Rey Mysterio, but I also need to remind you guys that Seth Rollins has Buddy Murphy as well, so...
Well, to be fair, his name is no longer Buddy Murphy, it's just Murphy.
Yeah, it's just the way I call him.
I understand.
We all do. But go ahead.
I think I'm going to pass my turn and let Xaldin say his predictions before me.
Alright, that's perfectly okay. Xaldin, what's up?
Okay, I'm gonna say that I think it's gonna go to Rey Mysterio's son. Because if you notice a pattern with Vince McMahon a little, he tries to like to push new generations. For example, back when the whole Curtis Axel gimmick was a thing, because he was supposed to be the son of Mr. Perfect, they just handed him the Intercontinental Championship. Then there was Charlotte Flair, which they constantly keep pushing her. What I'm thinking is just to give this guy at least some type of bragging rights / push, basically have this guy beat Seth Rollins. Not only because I wouldn't mind seeing Seth Rollins get get his head kicked in because he's annoying and I don't like him. And I just don't like this whole Messiah thing. That I don't really like.
Yeah, no one does.
And it might be a good way to finally put an end to it.
Yeah, you got a point. So far, that is 4 votes for Dominic Mysterio. Seth, you are not liked here. Alright, Springy.
Not this incarnation. We all were cheering for him when he was the Beast Slayer.
True. Now, Springy, what's your opinion on this?
Tough one. Do I join everyone else, or is it me against everyone else?
You can do whatever you want.
I'm just like trying to think here, because like as much as Xaldin is kinda true on that point, there's also been like sons / daughters of superstars that have like been screwed a lot. You know what I mean?
He does have a point there, yeah.
He does have a point there.
Wait, what
I mean, for example, and I'm sorry to say this, for example, Ted DiBiase Jr. that didn't have a great career compared to his father, sadly.
That is true. The only titles he's won were the Unified Tag Team titles and the $1 Million Championship. I don't think he's ever won a singles title that wasn't related to him.
Yeah, which is sad.
It honestly is.
So this is really a difficult one for me. Because it can really go like either way, especially that's a street fight. That's what makes it harder.
That is true.
Yeah, that's right.
And also, like I said, the fact that Rey Mysterio and Murphy are there, and that since it's a street fight that everything goes, these two are obviously like going to like go at it as well. The last, I believe that I'm not completely sure, so you guys correct me on this if I'm wrong. I believe that the last time Dominic and Rey Mysterio like had some sort of match, it was against Brock Lesnar, I believe, right?
You are indeed correct. It was when Brock went to Raw with the WWE World Championship. Ray went after him, and they both did a 619 to Brock at the same time.
But then they both lost.
True, but anyways.
Yeah, so
Do you think with your head, or do you think with your heart?
that's difficult, like, because like both my brain and heart says both. So, okay. Okay. Can I ask one final question before I say anything?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
What? I believe that the way this rivalry started was all because of that eye for an eye match. I believe, right? That's how it started.
Yes, that's how it started.
Vince likes Seth, but does he like Dominic enough?
I was gonna say, I love how we're deciding who we think is gonna win, but what we should be doing is thinking, who does Vince want to win?
Yeah.
More?
True, yeah, oh my god.
Who cares?
True. But anyways,
You'll get fucked anyway.
swinging $1 million question: Dominic or Seth?
I choose betrayal, Seth. Roll it.
Wait, are you saying that Murphy betrays Seth?
No.
No.
I said betrayal because I betrayed all of you.
Yeah, so basically he's picking Seth Rollins while the rest of us pick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, I have an idea of what could happen. Dominic is fighting Seth, you know, he's kicking the shit out of him. Murphy is about to attack Ray. Ray takes his eye patch off and reveals he never was injured.
Ooh.
He actually had both of his eyes, and he was playing them, kind of like what John Moxley did to Chris Jericho when he won the AEW World Championship.
I think I know where this is going.
Yeah.
He plays them. He plays the long game with them. And he actually wasn't injured. That's what I think is going to happen. And that makes Seth realize, oh my god, I never actually injured him, making Dominic able to get a win on him, either like a 619, or Dominic debuts a new finisher. 1, 2, 3, done. Dominic wins. At least that's what I think. But we all... Okay, Springy thinks Seth, and everyone else thinks Dominic. Okie dokie. Next match is Asuka versus Sasha Banks for the Raw Women's Championship.
Oh boy, here we go.
Ah, boy.
This will
Now-
be the second match that Asuka participates in.
This is going to be the second match Asuka participates in. And this one actually is gonna be, I'm actually gonna say Banks wins this match because again, Asuka's gonna be tired as all hell. She's gonna be she's gonna be beaten up because she just probably went to like hell with Bailey, which makes her easy pickings for Sasha to swoop in and get the win. But I have an idea of what WWE could do, but I will save that afterwards. Swingy, what do you think?
Okay, so Sasha Banks against Asuka, right?
Sasha Banks versus Asuka.
It's the second match that Asuka goes in.
Yes. It's gonna be for the Raw Women's Championship.
So, my main question is like, is it like Bailey versus Asuka and then right after that it's immediately Sasha versus Asuka, or is there gonna be a huge like time difference between the first and second match of Asuka?
Okay, so from what?
No.
Okay, we don't know 100%, but I'm thinking it's gonna be one after the other, kind of like what Becky Lynch had to go through when she was defending both titles.
Yeah, most likely. That's what I was thinking.
So basically, it's kind of like when Seth Rollins had to face John Cena and Sting on immediately.
Exactly.
Let's see. Sasha Banks versus Asuka. Can I know how long did Sasha Banks held the title?
She just recently.
I was gonna say, if I'm not mistaken, it was 3 weeks ago when she won the title.
I believe this will be the first pay-per-view that she defends on.
I believe that is correct.
I will say this. She won the title at July 20, 2020. Monday Night Raw.
I was gonna say, it was on a Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
And then,
So it's gonna
She's
be
only held it for a month.
I'm gonna go bold and say that Asuka is gonna win.
Okay.
Oh,
Because
okay.
the thing is, like, there's a pattern that, like, when Sasha Banks, like, wins a title, she usually doesn't held it too much. So I feel this is gonna happen again on her.
Well, remember, Springy, that happened because she was going up against Flair.
That is true.
And remember, back in that day, Flair was undefeated at pay-per-views.
Yeah, you do have a point. I'm actually have to rethink my choice. Actually, you know what? I want to let the others go. I want to hear what they say before I complete my choice.
Okay.
That is perfectly okay. Alright, let's go with Xaldin. What do you think?
Okay. Now you're saying Asuka has 2 matches, right?
She has 2 matches.
And
She's
they're both-
facing off against both Bailey and Sasha Banks. But she's facing Sasha Banks second.
Okay. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say Sasha is gonna retain. Because I'm thinking, I know what you're gonna probably say there, B, because I might be thinking something similar. But I'm gonna wait till we
Okay.
get to the Bailey match,
Alright.
because my vote's gonna be a little bit different. But I'm gonna go with Sasha on this one because maybe have her hold the title for just a little bit longer, just so at least she'll have the feeling of actually holding the title for a while now. And aren't they also still Women's Tag Team Championship anyway?
They are. They have all the main roster women's title.
And there is no defending of the Women's Championship, right?
The tag team
tag.
women's championships are not being defended at SummerSlam.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, so that might add a little more to my prediction then, because I'll wait till we get to Bailey's match first. But I'm gonna stick with Sasha on this one.
Okay. Superstar, what's your opinion?
For me, I'm going
Yes.
to say Asuka's going to win, but I'm not going to say why until we go to the Bailey match versus Asuka.
Okay.
I think we're all like thinking similar things, but not the same. Orchestral?
Okay, one of these two are losing their women's belts, one way or another. Both not gonna hold them all anymore. With that being said, I'm gonna say Asuka wins this one.
Oh,
Okay. So that's 2 votes for Banks, 2 votes for Asuka. Springy, what's your opinion?
Like, if everyone like chose Sasha, I would have probably changed. But now that the votes are split, this makes it more interesting.
Whatever you pick is whatever you pick, man.
I'm gonna stick with my original choice. I'm gonna say that Asuka is gonna win against Sasha.
Okay.
And I do have an idea. I do have an
Understandable.
But anyway, I do have an idea on why. I'll explain it once we get to Bailey against Asuka.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, since we're talking about that match, might as well discuss it.
Yep.
Asuka's first title, Asuka's first match of SummerSlam is her versus the SmackDown Women's Champion, Bailey, for the title. Now, here's my prediction. Asuka wins this match.
What?
I'm gonna wait until you guys tell your prediction and then I'll explain my choice. However, I'm thinking Asuka wins this match. Let's go with Xaldin. Who are you saying is winning this match?
I was gonna say Asuka.
Alright. Superstar.
Well, I'm gonna go with Asuka, and now I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna go with Asuka for both of those matches.
Okay.
Because I'm starting to feel like WWE is once again going to make history. They're probably going to make Asuka to be the first woman to actually survive both women's matches when it comes to titles and win both of them at the same exact time on the same exact night. Because remember, WWE actually done this before, but it wasn't with the woman, it was with the men. So I believe they're gonna do this again, but in the other way around, having Asuka be the first woman to win 2 titles at the same night.
I see where you're going.
Yeah.
Okay. Orchestral, what do you think?
Like I said, I don't see both of them coming out with the women's titles. But I do see one of them coming out with a women's title. And that one's gonna be Bailey. I think they're gonna start cracking the team here.
Same. That's.
A little bit.
Oh, go ahead.
Because let's not forget, right after SummerSlam, the next week is another pay-per-view where they defend those titles.
You got a point there. But anyways, so you're saying Asuka loses to Bailey.
Yes.
Okay.
She comes back pissed and destroys Banks.
Okay, Spingy, so it's 3 for Asuka, 1 for Bailey.
I'm gonna join the Bailey side, and here's what.
Okay.
Here's what I'm thinking is gonna happen. I think, there's 2 or 3 possibilities that can happen. That no matter what, Bailey's gonna retain anyway. But I think it's gonna be one of those 3.
Okay.
Either Bailey purposely disqualifies herself by hitting Asuka with a chair or something, making her keeping the title. 2, Sasha Banks comes in, does the intervention, making Bailey the winner by intervention, or 3, either of the two, but the referee is knocked down, and then Bailey profits of it, and profits of that. When the referee wakes up, there was a count 1, 2, 3. Bailey keeps the title, and then like after the match is over and that Bailey is the winner, Bailey is gonna keep on like attacking Asuka down and down again, like to the point that Asuka seems that she would not be able to fight for the next match. Then like Bailey Lee is being like, I'm done my job. Sasha is gonna keep that title easily. But then like for the next match with Sasha Banks against Asuka, Asuka is gonna get like the energy back and then win the title of Sasha. So that's what I'm thinking is gonna happen. Bailey wins, but Sasha loses it.
Okay. Now, Xaldin, please explain your prediction.
Now, I'm with Orchestral on this one. They're probably going to break up the team. The reason why is, what I'm thinking is they're probably going to have Asuka win this title, of course, but probably because Sasha is probably going to come out of nowhere, try to, quote, help Bailey retain her title, but however, it screws her over. And now I'm not saying that I'm not sure that Asuka still does this, the whole green mist thing. Does she still do that?
She did it once.
Okay, well, what if she brought that back? Like, for example, I know this is gonna be like a dick thing to do, but let's face it, I mean, ever since Bailey acted like a heel and all that, and same with Sasha, and the fact that Raw got so many bad reputation for how it was going on with that Sasha getting the women's championship plus Bailey as well becoming Raw women, not Raw women's
SmackDown.
Yeah, SmackDown and tag team champions, and then getting that bad reputation. Might as well think screw it. So I'm thinking is as soon as like quote Sasha tries to help Bailey and ends up screwing her over, and Asuka ends up using the green mist and then causing her to win the title.
That actually is a good idea. Here's why I'm choosing Asuka to win the title from Bailey. Last night on SmackDown, Naomi came out to challenge both Banks and Bailey to a beat the clock challenge. Whoever beat Naomi faster was able to go second. When Naomi pinned Bailey, Sasha was smiling ear to ear, meaning she was happy that Bailey lost. But when she was complimenting her, she was acting disappointed. Now, here's why I'm saying Banks wins and Bailey loses. They start chipping. Sasha starts bragging about how she was able to keep her title, but Bailey wasn't. That starts affecting them at Backlash when they defend the tag team titles. They start chipping at each other, like yelling at each other, lose the titles, then Bailey goes after Banks' Raw title. That's what I'm thinking.
That's the genuine, yeah.
Yeah. Also, just gonna say this, after the Banks vs. Asuka match, Asuka reveals a new character, a new gimmick.
Oh?
There was a gimmick she did back in Japan where she was like this undead zombie princess sort of thing. And it looks amazing as a heel.
Oh.
But that's what I'm thinking. But anyways.
Well, then again, go ahead.
No, you first. You first.
I was gonna say, can WWE even get the rights to it?
If I'm not mistaken,
Yep,
Asuka
WWE.
owns that right. Because it was her character. So she should own the rights. Then again, this could be another Matt Hardy versus TNA bullshit. However,
Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah,
to
let's
the next
move
match,
on.
shall we?
this match actually has me invested now.
Okay.
Originally, it was Mandy Rose versus Sonya Deville versus Hair Match. However, Sonya challenged Mandy to this, and Mandy accepted. So now it is going to be Mandy Rose versus Sonya Deville in a no disqualification match. Loser leaves WWE. So one of these two women are going to be out of WWE.
Supposedly.
Supposedly. This could all be a storyline, or it could actually be true. We don't know. Now, this actually has me a little invested. I think that Sonya is going to lose this match. Mainly because fucking Mandy is in this quote-unquote relationship with Otis, which honestly, it's gotten fucking old, people. Come on. I mean, I love Otis to death. He's funny as shit, but goddamn fucking, it just doesn't work anymore. But yeah, fucking, I'm saying Sonya loses to Mandy Rose and leaves WWE. Mainly because of what was happening to her back in a little while ago with her getting kidnapped. Because honestly, that's just fucked up.
Yeah.
Now, Superstar, what do you think of this match, and who do you think is leaving WWE?
You know what, B? I'm gonna agree with everything what you said. So, yep, I'm gonna say Sonya Deville loses and Mandy Rose wins because, well, like you said, she's in a relationship with Otis, and probably, well, you know what? I won't be surprised if maybe Otis is gonna get involved in this match somehow to maybe like distract Sonya Deville or something like that to maybe like make sure that Mandy Rose wins, so that way Mandy Rose can stay in WWE and Otis will be happy, so that way he will still be with Mandy Rose in the company.
Yeah, that's an idea. Orchestral, what's your idea?
I almost feel like we're all going to agree on this. I'm saying Mandy wins this match because of the whole thing they have going on with our lovely little fat man Otis.
WWE's version of the Kool-Aid Man, as I would like to call him. Oh yeah! It's still fucking hilarious to me. Xaldin, what is your take?
Okay, I may not be too invested into this match, but if I had to predict, I'm probably gonna pull a little 180. Instead of the instead of the girl who's with Otis wins, what if she loses?
I was gonna say, you're thinking Mandy loses and Sonya wins.
Yes. And now Sonya's the heel, right?
Sonya is the heel, correct?
Okay. Is Sonya in a relationship?
No.
Okay. Now, I'm gonna probably guess this. And again, I'm not too invested in this match. What I'm thinking is either one or two things are gonna happen. Either Sonya will reveal a new relationship she's in with another superstar that probably we haven't seen for quite some time, or a certain superstar that is just getting introduced into WWE to give him that push. Or, here's option number two. Somehow, Otis basically accidentally screws her over. Not on purpose, by accident.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And
Instead
then-
of him helping Mandy out, he fucks her, not literally, he fucks her out of the match
Yeah,
and makes Sonya win.
Yes, by accident, and there'll be a new storyline where Otis seems upset and such, where he basically lost his girlfriend, but at the same time, he probably goes through a revelation where he probably sees himself that this could be a revelation kind of thing, He uses his Money in the Bank, and then after that cashes and becomes new WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
Actually, since Otis is on SmackDown, he would be the Universal Champion.
Oh, well, Universal, whichever.
Yeah, understandable. But you're saying that Sonya wins.
Yes.
Interesting.
Because again, since Otis is supposed to be the goofball type of guy, again, I'm thinking maybe, again, I'm not saying he won't do it on purpose, but he does it by accident, that he accidentally screws her over.
I can see that. It's happened before in the past, so I can actually see your thinking behind it. Spinny, what do you think?
What are the picks so far?
So far, it is me, Superstar, and Orchestral voting for Sonya leaving the company. However, I have a little hunch that I'm gonna say after your prediction, and Xaldin is saying that Sonya is actually gonna be winning.
I'm gonna personally join my Super Bro and say that Mandy Rose is gonna win, and I'm gonna say why, because I think I know what's gonna happen.
Okay, go ahead.
I think what's gonna happen is that it's gotta be something like, sorta, like, basically where like, since it's no disqualification, like anything goes. So, at one moment, the referee gets knocked down. And then comes, and then like in the middle of the match, while the referee is down, Otis comes in. And then, like, he takes the shirt of the referee and tries to put it in, but has trouble doing so. Because the shirt is way smaller than him. So that can make, like, some sort of a funny gag, where, like, the big guy tries to put the tiny shirt. So he puts it in, which makes, like, holes and shit. But then, despite, like, having trouble putting that shirt, like, he's able to count the pin. Now, from that, I'm not sure if he's gonna be able to see it and then count Monday Rose, or if he's gonna mess up and then Sonya wins. But I think I'm gonna agree with Super Bowl and say that Monday Rose is gonna win due to Otis, like, being the new referee, counting down despite the shirt being too small for him.
Alright, interesting. Now, I just thought of something that you all might want to hear.
Okay.
Sonya loses, but she returns as part of Retribution.
Oh.
That will be interesting.
Because remember, there was a female member of Retribution that we don't know of. And remember, Sonya was in MMA. So she does have a background in fighting. She leaves WWE, but she doesn't leave for long. She comes back as Retribution.
So basically, like a new title, a new storyline for her then.
Exactly. That's my thinking. She loses, but she comes back. I mean, fuck. Look at Dolph Ziggler when he won the fucking US title. He won it. The next day, he literally relinquished it, and he came back at the Royal Rumble. So that is my thinking. Okay. Next up, it is... let's go with this match. Drew McIntyre defends his WWE World Heavyweight Championship against the Legend Killer, the Viper, Randy Orton.
Oh, great.
Now, this one is actually going to be a little bit tricky. Because, here's the thing. Randy has been on a destructive warpath. He has hunted the heads of the Rated R Superstar Edge, the Peep Show talk show host Christian, The Big Show, and most recently Ric Flair
and
Shawn
Shawn Michaels.
I was gonna say he didn't punch on Michael's head. Wait, no, he did. He did. I'm sorry, my bad.
Actually, yes, yeah, he did.
Well,
He did.
storyline wise, did. I'm sorry. I'm thinking Ric Flair because the lights went out when that happened. Anyways, I'm thinking Drew McIntyre is so fucking pissed at Randy for what he did. He retains the title. However, it's not by pinfall or submission. It's by disqualification.
Ooh.
I think I see where you're going with this.
He gets
Yeah.
he gets his hands on Randy Orton. He does a Claymore kick. However, Randy kicks out at 2, and Drew starts thinking, "Oh my God, he's gonna continue this," and he starts wailing on Orton, left, right. The ref is counting 1, 2, 3, 4, and then he gets to 5. The bell rings. Orton wins by disqualification, but McIntyre retains the title
Oh my God, we are so brothers.
because, like McIntyre said, he looked up to all these fucking legends, and then Orton just doesn't give a shit about it. I'm gonna save you for last, Orchestral. Spinny, what is your opinion on this? Who do you think is gonna win this?
Wait, did you ask me?
Yes, I asked you,
yeah.
Spinny.
What are the picks so far?
So
Yeah.
far, it is 1 vote for McIntyre to retain. That was me. However, he wins by disqualification. As in, he loses the match, but he retains the title.
I would let the others go.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
I'm saving Orchestral for last.
Going last.
So
here.
you can go before. I was gonna say you're gonna go before him, but I'll
Okay.
move on to another. Superstar, what do you think?
For me, you know what? I gotta go with Drew McIntyre because, well, I mean, he's the biggest rising star of the company, and well, of course, you know, somebody's gotta stop Randy Orton, so I feel like Drew McIntyre has to be the guy to do it. But, at the same time, I do feel like that maybe Randy Orton can pull off something to like have a plot twist and actually make him win the title. Like maybe he might actually like injure Drew McIntyre or something like that. So that way his reign will still continue. Because remember this, I don't think the whole Edge versus Randy Orton storyline is complete finish yet.
Really?
I'm starting to feel like that maybe this rivalry could possibly still continue, maybe like maybe during Survivor Series or or some any other pay-per-view that maybe they want to promote.
Well,
So
if I'm not mistaken, Edge did sign a 5-year contract with WWE, and if I'm not mistaken, in those 5 years, he, if I'm not mistaken, has 10 matches he can wrestle in, maybe even less. And remember, he's only wrestled, I want to say, 2.
do we
Both
count the
against-
Royal Rumble as like that?
No.
first-
I'm talking about singles matches.
Oh, okay, for singles matches, yes, only 2.
So I see where you're going with that.
Yeah, so it's like I'm starting to think this. Remember, most part-timers, they actually come in to have a title shot. Like for example, Goldberg, he came in and what happened? He won the Universal title. Then like he lost it at the next month or something like that to like Brock Lesnar. So you know what? Actually, I'm actually going to make a switch. I'm gonna say Randy Orton because I have a gut feeling that maybe Vince is gonna come up with this idea to make another rematch between Edge and Randy Orton, but this time it will be for the Grand Champion, for the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. So that way it will be like a more advanced match after the so-called quote-unquote greatest match out of all time, and maybe there's some added stipulation to that type of match.
Alright, Xaldin, what is your idea?
To be honest with you, I am not a fan of Randy Orton. I actually really don't like the guy. In my opinion, I find him extremely overrated. Not only I think he gets way too much hype, not only that, but at the same time, I'm still pissed off at that thing he did to Christian back when Christian finally won the WWE World Championship back when it used to, what it used to be. And
Where he won it from him 8 days after Christian actually got the title.
yes, and I'm still pissed at that.
I don't blame you.
You actually have a point there, yeah.
Anyway, now here's the thing, though. I'm kind of leaning towards the part where B said that either he might retain due to disqualification, but I think what's going to happen is they're probably going to make this match like last for quite a while, because this is like a match that people are going to try to get hyped about. And not only
Yeah,
that,
you got a point there.
and besides, like, I can see where your perspective is, B, but at the same time, why end the match in a disqualification? Because you want to make sure that this title, like, this match is good. You want to sell the pay-per-view. You want to make it look good. If you end it in a disqualification, then people are going to get pissy about it. But then again, WWE has a known thing for pissing their fans off, so I guess I shouldn't be too surprised, but I'm kind of leaning towards Drew McIntyre winning, but it's going to look extreme. Like, bloody extreme.
I see where you're going with. Also, let's not forget that Seth Rollins versus Bray Wyatt in a Hell in a Cell match, that ended in a disqualification.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
A
Yeah.
match that had no rules ended in a disqualification.
Yeah. But I mean, in this case, there's rules in this case.
Yeah.
Exactly, but you're thinking McIntyre wins, but Randy is the one disqualifying, correct?
Not really. Like, I think that it's gonna be, like, extreme, actually. Like, basically, there's gonna be, like, blood involved. Like, they're gonna be both bleeding. Because remember, they are both they want to really kill, well, may not IRL, of course. They, like, storyline-wise, they want to kill each other.
I see what you're going with this, because Orton has made so many legends basically retire. McIntyre wants retribution on him, so he starts making Orton look bloody as shit.
Yes.
I see where you're going with. Okay, Springy, your turn.
What are the picks again?
McIntyre to retain or Orton to gain.
No, like, what are your...
Oh,
I didn't pay
so
attention.
I chose McIntyre to retain. He gets disqualified. Superstar chose, if I'm not mistaken, McIntyre to win.
Well, at first it was Drew McIntyre, but then,
It was at first.
Yeah, but then I realized, you know what? Hold on, scratch that. I'm probably gonna go with Randy Orton.
Okay, so two votes for Orton to win, but one for McIntyre to retain. Xaldin's choosing McIntyre to win.
This is a tough one for me, because, like, here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you why, for me, like, of all matches, this one's the toughest for me to pick. You see, like, I love Drew McIntyre. I'm a huge fan of Drew McIntyre. And, like, when he won that championship at WrestleMania, like, I was so goddamn happy. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but...
Oh yeah.
I was jumping for joy when I fucking saw it.
Oh, same here, of course, yeah.
Yeah, like, since the debut of his career, like I always loved, like, his serious persona. He's honestly one of the greatest.
Yeah, he is.
So, I mean, if it was my heart, I would obviously go with McIntyre. But my brain is like, are you sure about that? You know what I mean? So this is a really tough one because like any points that like you three made are actual good points of things that could happen. So like in the heartbeat I would pick McIntyre, but in my head what I think could happen was would like you said, Xaldin, that it could end up in blood. However, I don't think it's Randy Orton that's gonna bleed. I think it's Drew McIntyre that's gonna bleed.
Oh, I see where you're going with this.
Basically, like, I think what's gonna happen is that at one moment in the match, Randy Orton goes for the punt, hits it like clean, but Drew McIntyre kicks out at 2.9. But despite the fact that he kicked out, he ends up being a bloody mess on the head, making him very dizzy, making him like having this match for him to win even more difficult. And then after that moment, what I'm thinking, here's why my brain thinks Randy Orton, but again, this is not confirming my choice. I'm just saying like what's happening in my head. Okay.
Okay.
Basically, like punt, kick out 2.9, but like heads being blooded. The match goes on like for quite some time, and then like, basically like Drew goes like haywire, like on Orton, but like Orton like tries to pull up the referee or whatever, tries to protect himself, low blow, and then punt. That's why my brain is thinking like Orton, because like my brain is thinking Orton because like punt, blood, low blow, punt, pin, 1, 2, 3. But my heart as a fan says no. I want Drew McIntyre to retain.
I see.
Well, you can't choose both. You have to choose one.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously, we don't want to have like a tie finish.
Yes. What do you go with? The heart or the brain?
This is difficult for me because I really, really love Drew McIntyre.
Take your time, dude.
This is tough. Like, like just like how like Super Bro had an idea for the next paper, which is Backlash, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
wait, hold on. Are you saying the next up-and-coming pay-per-view?
If I'm not mistaken, Orchestral, is it not Backlash?
I think it's Payback.
Oh,
Yeah,
Payback.
I was about to say.
okay,
It's actually
Okay.
Payback.
okay, because here's what I've been thinking, and how like why my brain would think Orton. It's because like my brain thinks that on Payback there's going to be a revenge match against McIntyre and Orton. Because like, okay, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Is this the first time that Drew McIntyre faces Orton?
Well,
Fun.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first time they faced for the title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we faced each other in the past. If I can't remember though.
I think it was back.
Okay, to answer that question for you, yes, they actually did face in the past. But this was the Drew McIntyre before he left to like go wrestle somewhere else. So this was like the pre-day chosen one, Drew McIntyre. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, my question was like based like on the current gimmick that he has, not like the way.
This is the first time they're facing each other.
Okay.
Yes, when it comes to this gimmick of Drew McIntyre, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, but at the same time, like here's what Mard is thinking like Drew, where like basically like Drew like pulls up like the same thing they pulled up against Brock Lesnar, where like he get cut like at 2.9 finishes like nuts. Then Claymore everywhere, pin 1, 2, 3. But then after the match is over, it's Orton that goes wire on Drew McIntyre, kicking him and shit, making Drew like being like, okay, through regular matches, a Backlash can be like no disqualification or Hell in a Cell or whatever.
Ooh,
So
that sounds even better.
so yeah. I feel that regardless of what I pick, one of the two is gotta go like. I feel that regardless of the result, Drew McIntyre.
One of them is going to go ballistic on the other.
Mostly Drew McIntyre. I feel that we're gonna see something out of Drew McIntyre that we never seen before. We're basically like, okay, Drew McIntyre is from like which country?
Air Scotland.
Yeah, Scotland. Basically, like he's gonna like stop being like all like calm and all that, and start to be like a pure violent Scottish, because it's known that the Scottish is like very violent, very bloody, and all that. So like I feel that no matter who I pick in this match, Drew McIntyre like losing his mind or is the one that makes more sense than running out and losing his mind, because we've seen it before already. Unlike Drew McIntyre.
So you're thinking McIntyre loses this match, and then the next pay-per-view, he wins it.
Possibly? I'm not entirely sure. I'm not completely sure my choice.
Someone, Springy.
Fuck it, I'm saying Orton wins it.
Damn.
Orton wins by doing like punt, bloody head, but kick out 2.9, then low blow, punt, win.
Okay.
Now, Orchestral.
Oh boy.
Please explain to me why we.
First off, fuck you for making me go last, you son of a bitch.
Anticipation's a bitch, isn't it?
Shit.
Okay, I'm saying this right now. McIntyre retains the title, and McIntyre is going to win this match.
Okay.
That being said, after the match, you get the Scottish psychopath back, who goes ballistic and just starts wailing on Orton. The next day, Monday Night Raw, he talks about how he completely kills Orton. But you know what? I'm not done with your ass yet, you son of a bitch. I'll give you a chance for payback. This time, no DQ.
Ooh.
And we get a match. That's where Orton takes the title, and we set up another feud with him.
Yeah, this is why I had trouble picking. Yeah, this is why I had trouble picking, because I was thinking of that as well, but I was just thinking that Orton winning and then Drew McIntyre trying to get his revenge on this would make more sense, but yeah.
So
let's see here. Oh, go ahead, Xaldin.
I was gonna say, so both Springy and Orchestral are thinking that there's gonna be a rematch at Payback.
Yeah.
Well, in a way, after this conversation, I was thinking so too.
Well, no, there's no doubt about it. There's going to be another rematch for the title. It's usually always that, because the heel always bitches saying, "Oh, I had an unfair advantage" or some bullshit like that.
Well, it's
They
Randy.
complain,
Of course, he whines.
They get another title. But yeah, I already knew that it's probably going to be another title rematch. But I can see where Orchestral is coming from. So let's see here. Me, Orchestral, and Xaldin, we all say that McIntyre is going to retain. Springy and Superstar
SummerSlam.
at SummerSlam. And Superstar and Springy, they're saying that Orton wins.
Yes.
Yeah. Really interesting. And the final match for the
Oh boy, here we go
on
again.
the card, at least,
This is gonna be good.
For the Universal Championship, we have the monster among men, Braun Strowman, defending his ugly blue title against the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. Now, I'm gonna go last this time, because I have an interesting idea that could happen. I'm gonna let Orchestral go first this time.
Oh God.
Gee, I wonder what goalie's got to choose.
Let me in.
Oh jeez.
Right?
I fucking knew that doing this,
God.
Orchestral was going to say that quote before this video ends.
Just to let you all know in this chat, I did not plan for him to do that. He did it on his own accord. I had nothing to do with that.
Fuck
But
you,
still,
goalie.
I knew this was fucking coming.
True. But yes, it shall be the Fiend that walks away the new Universal Champion.
Okay. Now, let's go with... Oh,
To be honest, I'm not really invested in this match because I feel like this is a somewhat rehash because originally I thought this match was basically to finally put an end to the original Bray Wyatt gimmick. I thought that W was going to say, okay, we're burying the Bray Wyatt gimmick. We don't want nothing to do with it anymore, but now I don't see the point in having Bray Wyatt go against Braun Strowman anymore other than just to promote the Fiend. Other than to promote the Fiend, Oh, yes?
I was gonna say, to be fair, the old Bray Wyatt gimmick was at the Swamp. This is still the whole fun-loving, like Jekyll and Hyde Bray Wyatt gimmick.
I guess, but at the same time, I mean, I just don't see the point in it other than just to have them, go, for the sake of promoting the pay-per-view, and just having them go at each other, and that's it. But if I had to pick, I'm going to go with Braun on this one, because the fact that Braun needs to have a long title reign. Because if he just loses the title in a short while, that's not going to look good for him.
You got a point there.
And they
He
need...
does. I was gonna say, they do have an issue with Braun where they give him a title, but it's not for long.
Just like with Sasha Banks.
Okay, as we sit right now, Braun Strowman has been the Universal Champion for 139 days.
That's quite a lot of days, Sasha.
But anyway, Xaldin, as you were saying,
Yeah, the thing that is that they let Braun just retain this one title. This one title. At least let him hold on to it until the pay-per-view after Backlash. Or not Backlash.
Payback.
After Payback. Until after Payback, if he defends it, the pay-per-view after Payback, then let him lose it. So at least he'll show that he had a long reigning title reign.
He currently is the longest reigning in this decade. And that's not a whole lot of time, but he is the current.
well, we don't count Lesnar.
No, it's not. When you really go up and look, the longest title reign is literally 139 days.
Oh, okay.
It's held by Braun right now.
Ah, okay. So you're thinking Braun Strowman wins the title? Is that correct, Xaldin?
Again, like I said, I just think that he should hold on to it just for a little bit longer.
Alright, understandable. Superstar, who do you think?
I've been giving it some thought, and I'm starting to think that maybe the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, might win this match. And here's why.
Okay.
Because if you guys remember, there is actually one more person somewhat involved in this rivalry, and that is Alexa Bliss. Because remember, Braun Strowman, he's somewhat if I'm gonna guess, attacked Alexa Bliss in the ring, and then like the Fiend came out to save her and stuff like that. And we have not seen that Alexa Bliss ever since. Because remember, she was not in the episode of SmackDown, right? Like
No, she was not.
Like,
but Nikki Cross was. Also, just gonna say this. I'm just gonna give a little thing. Super, you and me had the same mindset here. But I'm gonna let you finish your prediction, and then I'm gonna let Springy.
Alright. So, yeah, basically, like, remember, like, Alexa Bliss, she got attacked by Strowman at that one SmackDown, and then she was nowhere to be found ever since. And,
True.
and if you remember the SummerSlam tagline, you will never see it coming. I'm
Yep.
starting to think that they might actually do something with that tagline. I'm starting to think that maybe, just maybe, during the match, the lights are gonna go out, or probably just something's gonna happen to like cause a huge distraction at some point. And then who comes out? Either
Alexa Bliss.
well, yes, Alexa Bliss being either the actual Sister Abigail, or some kind of like huge brand new gimmick of like her being, you can say, the female version of the Fiend. No matter what gimmick this is going to be, yes, she's gonna get involved and do something to Strowman to like get him distracted, and that way the Fiend will come up right behind him, do the finisher, 1, 2, 3. The Fiend wins the title thanks to the help of Alexa Bliss, getting revenge on Strowman after, well, somewhat attacking her.
The thing with it is that... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, you first, Xaldin.
I was going to say, I mean, I can see the part with the new gimmick, but if you bring back the Sister Abigail, bring in the Sister Abigail part, that's just going to feel like they're bringing back the old Bray Wyatt, the swap thing.
You do have a point, so that's why I said it doesn't matter. No matter what, it's gonna be like a huge brand new gimmick for Alexa Bliss, no matter what the outcome is, Sister Abigail or not. Yeah.
That's a good thinking, Superstar. Springy.
Do I really
What's-
have?
I'm guessing you're just gonna choose Braun because scared of the.
No, I was gonna say, do I really have to predict this one?
Go ahead.
Yes.
Like, the thing is that I think like Super Pro, but at the same time I feel that I don't want to pick that guy.
Tough one, eh?
Yeah, the thing is, like, you know, I said like I love Drew McIntyre earlier. Yeah, I don't like the character that Bray Wyatt playing.
Yeah, I can't blame you.
He hates the Fiend.
I can't blame you, dude. I can't blame you.
So I don't know if I should like follow my heart and say screw the Fiend, or go for my brain and follow.
Whatever you want, man.
It's up to you.
Damn it!
It's whatever you want, man.
Just, I'm just gonna say this, Springy. You wanted to be part of this video.
Ooh.
Maybe I'm having second thought on that. Maybe I don't want to be on this one.
And bro, remember. Yes, and bro, remember, I warned you that you're probably not going to like this pay-per-view because of one particular person. So,
Exactly.
Ooh.
No.
Ouch.
Well, I mean, I knew that, but I didn't know that I had to predict that one.
All the matches, Springy.
yeah, we gotta do all the matches, bro. Sorry.
Can't we just keep that one and pretend that it doesn't exist, or...
Sorry,
Nope.
dude.
You have to choose.
No, you have to choose. That's part of the process here.
Well, the monster or the Fiend.
Or
Fuck's sake. God damn it.
Take your time, man.
I mean, I feel that regardless of what happens, I feel that they're still gonna have a rematch at Payback. Cause like Xaldin said, like Braun really needs to keep that title longer. But at the same time, this is a tough son of a bitch on this one, honestly.
I'm not letting you take my spot. I'm still last.
Well, screw you.
Oh shit. Well, shit.
Screw you.
Come now, Springy. You wanted to be a part of this. You follow the rules.
Say, I don't want to join that guy, but I don't want to join Xaldin. Who do I join?
Come now, Springy. It's not that hard.
Not
Here's
that hard.
what you can do. Here's what you can do. If you don't want to think like Xaldin or Orchestral, think like Vince.
Yes.
Think like. I mean,
Hey, I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying you could.
I mean, here's the thing, like, Vince loves big, muscly dudes. But does that mean that Braun is gonna keep the title? Is unsure. That's the problem. Because, like, I mean, keep in mind that Bray Wyatt he had the title despite the fact that he's not a big, muscly, sweaty dude. You know what I mean?
I do.
So if I think like Vince, like, full on just like pure muscles, it would be Braun, but like if I think like Vince in terms like of booking and such, like it could be slightly different.
Remember, the Fiend character isn't Vince's brainchild, it's Bray's.
I know that, but it still didn't change the fact that they booked him like to win the titles like before, you know what I mean? Even if it's not Vince's character. So
You still haven't answered the question. Who do you choose? The monster or the Fiend?
God damn it.
I was about to say, what's the difference? Because the Fiend is somewhat a monster to swing his head anyway.
Yeah, but but the thing is that either Braun needs to keep that title longer, or like he's gonna lose it and ask for revenge and payback.
Come now, Springy. It's not hard.
It's hard, like, for me though. Are you sure you don't want me to go last?
Now,
Springy, choose
Get it.
now.
Oh boy.
You go with the monster. Will you finally let him in?
Then
Bray Wyatt, fuck it.
Really now?
Okay, he did it.
I didn't say the name, I just said Bray Wyatt. I didn't say his surname, I only said Bray Wyatt. Now B, say your thing and shut the fuck up.
Finally let the Fiend in.
No, I said Bray Wyatt. Shut the fuck
Okay.
up, Goalie, before
my turn.
Okay.
My turn.
Let's
Superstar, you and I were thinking similar things here. Because here's what I'm thinking. Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, wins the Universal title. And here's how. Braun and him, they're going back and forth with each other, beating the shit out of each other. Braun is about to do the running power slam. And then what the Fiend does every time, the lights start going out until it's pitch black. Then suddenly we hear the Fiend music. But the Fiend is already in the ring, so who the fuck could it be? In comes a new character, or actually, yeah, a new character. But who could it be? None other than Alexa Bliss. in some kind of outfit. Now, I'm thinking either Abby the Witch style, or remember the old gimmick, Sister Abigail, when Ray was gonna face the Demon King?
Mm-hmm.
One of those two characters, or like you even said, Superstar, a female version. Giving Bray Wyatt in the Firefly Funhouse a new person to talk with.
There you go.
She walks down the ring with a lantern, like Bray does. Braun watches in fear, seeing someone he treasured for so long turn to the dark side. Turns around, mandible claw, pins, 1, 2, 3. Bray holds the title over his head. Alexa walks over, just stares at Braun as Bray looks out into the crowd with the title over his head. Lights go out, and you just hear laughter.
And also, I would like to put something out very quick. Remember that good old, shit, I forgot the name of it. But like basically, it was like I'm guessing tournament for like mixed tag team matches.
Yes.
The mixed match challenge. Yeah, there you go.
Yes,
Right.
mixed match challenge.
Who was Braun Strowman's partner again?
It's
Originally, it was I think it was originally Ember Moon, but then it became Alexa Bliss.
Yup. And remember, these two had a very good chemistry with each other.
That is true.
So something like that can actually play within this storyline.
Can I say something even though like I'm gonna hate saying this?
Go ahead.
I can't believe I'm gonna say this. Alright, here I go. Okay. So basically like I think exactly like Super Bowl and B things where like the two of them like go at each other and they go like pure violence and pure weird scary things. And then like here's what I'm thinking, like it would play like the Fiend music, but it would be like slightly altered. Basically like oh wait, I know, I have another idea. And god damn it to me, why do I keep getting ideas on the match I hate the most? Okay.
You're bringing this up to yourself.
Okay. You know how like the Fiend's theme is played by, well, is sung by a female, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, you're thinking a male starts singing for her.
Basically, like, if we play the Fiend's theme like normalish, but instead like of a like high voice, it would be a deep male voice, like the deepest male, to the point that like it would feel like a brown note. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. Instead of
And
a
then-
female, it's a male singing.
yeah, and then like Alexa Bliss comes in and with the new character, whatever you want to call it, with like makeup on her. Instead of a mask, it'd be well, whatever a mask or makeup, whatever the case, she would have like as if it looks like she had like black tears or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Kind of like what Asuka does with her makeup.
Yeah.
Only instead of green, it's black.
Yeah, and her face would be like completely white, you know, pretty much like kind of like those like Japanese mask or like the Ring movie kind of some way. But anyway, and then like when the Fiend like wins and all that, like it would see like basically like the gimmick of Alexa would be like she's kind of like the Fiend, but like instead like of like all about like fear and all that. She'd be like kind of a crying horror gimmick. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I know what you mean.
kind of like a ghost that like was never pardoned or anything, you know. And then like
The ghost, like kind of like the ghost of Alexa's past, or something like that.
kind of like that, yeah. Basically like a very cursed like soul of Alexa Bliss. And then like
So-
towards and wait, I'm not done. And then like you know how like when the pay-per-view ends on the Fiend winning, it plays like the scream of Bray Wyatt or something like that.
Yes.
Well, instead of that, it would be the scream of Alexa Bliss. So there
I
you
can
go.
see that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Now let's move on.
let's see here. Xaldin is voting for Braun Strowman to win. Meanwhile, me, Superstar, and Orchestral, we chose the Fiend. Spinny was too much of chicken shit and decided to just say Bray.
Oof.
We all know he chooses the Fiend.
No, I chose Bray Wyatt. Shut the fuck up.
Now, that is all the matches on the card right now. More than likely, there are going to be more matches added to the card when SummerSlam comes around this Sunday. But as of right now, that is all the matches that is actually announced. So, coming to you from the Bizarre Brony Brothers channel, my name is B Money. Orchestral.
I'm Orchestral Goalie, the other half of this duo.
And remember, everyone, let the insanity live long in everyone. And Orchestral, as we always like to say, 3, 2, 1, and fuck PG.
Damn it.
Now, I'm gonna let all these other but delightful gentlemen give themselves a little self-whoring here. I'm gonna start with Green Springs. Tell the audience where they can find you.
Oh, well, you can find me in a lot of places, but you can mostly find me like on my DeviantArt, my Page and on my Twitter, and yeah, that's most of it, I think.
Superstar Edge, tell the audience where they can find you.
Well, I'm mostly active on 3 sites, which is YouTube, DeviantArt, and Twitter. But if there's a site that I highly recommend that you would just mostly check out, I would say Twitter.
And Xaldin, tell the audience where they can find you and what you are known for. Well, what channels you have.
Well, you can check me out on basically 2 sites mostly I'm active on. You can check me out on my YouTube channel, or you can also check me out on my Twitter page.
Now, just to let you all know, we will have everyone's information in the links of the description. So that way, if you really do want to check out these awesome people, you can absolutely go do it. Anyways, like we said, that was our predictions for SummerSlam. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. See ya, bitches!
Let's go.